Blaze, Chris, thank you so much for sitting down with us. We really appreciate it. We really love Stumphouse and what you guys do. My name is Heather, and I'm Director of Sales for Coffee Julies. This is Caleb.
Hey, it's good to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Caleb and I founded Coffee Julies a little over a year ago, and from what we've seen at Stumphouse Coffee, we think that our products would work really well together. So if you don't mind, I thought we'd start with a little bit of how our product would work with yours. Do you mind if we go through that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. In addition to the coffee and tea products that you sell at Stumphouse Coffee, what sort of complementary products do you offer to your customers?
Well, as far as food goes, we have some soups and sandwiches, of course, along with baked goods like biscotti and bear claws. We also sell our coffee grounds and beans, along with travel items such as tumblers or to-go cups and things of that nature.
Okay. And do these products encourage customers to return, do you think?
Yes, for the most part. We even have a promotion where if they buy a cup, it's called a bottomless mug, for a set price, and they can come back and fill it with our Stumphouse coffee.
Great.
All throughout the year.
Okay. What are some factors of customer satisfaction at Stumphouse? What makes a positive experience for your customers?
Well, obviously great coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we give them good coffee, they're going to enjoy it. They're going to come back and see us again. So that's our main priority.
Definitely. Are there elements of that experience that you think could be improved? What do you think would make for a better drinking experience?
I think more than anything else, since our emphasis is great coffee, it needs to be consistency. Mm-hmm. So no matter what employee we have working that shift, that the coffee's made at the exact right time, with the right ingredients, and everything's made fresh, so that every customer gets the same great coffee that we expect to sell at Stumphouse.
Absolutely. So how would a consistently delicious beverage improve your customer satisfaction?
Well, if we're consistently delivering to them, they're going to want to come back and see us again. So it's going to increase our sales, increase revenue, etc. But we really, that would be the main benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we could offer a complementary product that would increase your revenue, encourage repeat customers, and enhance the buyer's drinking experience, would that interest you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, that's exactly what we have. It's called Coffee Julies. This is a product I thought about a year ago. I realized everyone loves coffee. So many Americans drink it every day, but there's one problem with drinking coffee. That is that there's a very small window of when drinking it is at the perfect temperature. So you start drinking it, it's a little too hot, not quite ready. Then you blow off, you get ready, and then it's too cold. It's a very, very small window when it's the perfect temperature. So we decided to fix that problem. We actually killed two birds with one stone with a product called Coffee Julies. These little beads we have in this mug right here. And what it does is actually reduces the temperature of your drink to the perfect 140 degrees temperature. Reduces it there, and then once the coffee starts getting cold, puts energy back into the coffee and maintains it at the perfect temperature for as long as possible. So it's going to the perfect temperature and staying there for a very long period of time. Customers love it. It's the perfect coffee experience.
And we think because your emphasis on consistency and great coffee is so important to Stumphouse, that Coffee Julies would both encourage customers to purchase our product and also to use it in your stores. So you guys can see, these right here, 2 cups of coffee we poured just before we sat down. One has Coffee Julies, one doesn't. So Chris, why don't you take a sip of both and see what you think about those?
A little hot.
A little hot, okay.
Pleasantly right in the middle, that sweet spot that we're looking for.
140 degrees.
That's right. So you can see right here on this diagram the way that Coffee Julies works, how it brings in the kinetic energy, changes it into potential energy, and then slowly releases it back into the coffee. So that's what you just experienced. They were poured at the same time from the same pot, and one gave you a much better experience there. So based on what you've heard and also what you've tasted, do you have any questions that we can answer for you?
My main question is, does it change the taste?
That's a great question, especially when you want to offer great coffee. Coffee Julies does not. The beads that actually change the temperature are enclosed in a stainless steel casing, so it never affects the taste of the coffee or drink or whatever you're offering.
Okay, in terms of their size, how much space do the Julies take up in our cups of coffee?
So each Coffee Julie takes about 0.69 fluid ounces of displacement. So obviously a little bit bigger mugs, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. So that way your customer, if they go to order a 12-ounce coffee with Julies, they would put it in a 14-ounce cup. They'd still be paying for the same amount of coffee.
Okay. Does it work with other products other than coffee, such as soup?
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys mentioned that you do sell soup. So with whether it's coffee, tea, any hot beverage, soup, anything that is a warm liquid, it will bring down that temperature and make it just right.
So how does How do the Julies really work? How do they keep that temperature though?
That's a great question. So if you look right here, this visual perfectly lays out exactly how the coffee Julie's works. You can see the exact science behind it. So you see how the diagram works. It brings the coffee down to 140 degrees. Then as it gets below that, it releases all the energy back into the coffee, maintaining that perfect temperature for as long as possible. Would you like to go ahead and set up your initial order of 300 Coffee Julies? I think it would be really beneficial to your company and increasing sales across the board.
That sounds great.
Fantastic. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Blaze, how's it going? Good, good. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, I saw your order come in that you already sold your first 300 cases. That's fantastic. I'm really glad to hear that your customers liked it. Good, I'm glad. So do you want to go ahead and get on that reorder schedule we talked about? Perfect. Caleb has it pulled up right here. So we've got your next date of delivery as next week for another 250 cases. Okay, good. So we'll have that on a repeating basis, and then we'll set that up for a year, and then we can reevaluate your sales for the first year, and then we can talk about it from there. Good. So you were really satisfied? Well, that definitely makes us happy, and please feel free to give us any call if you have questions from here on out, and we'd be happy to answer those for you. All right. Have a good day, Blaze. Bye-bye.